Happy Halloween, guys. The internet has lost its mind with all of these AI Halloween designs, and I'm dumb enough to try 2 of them today. I mean, look at these guys. So I've already prepped and put on my soft gel tips. These are stiletto, so we get the full spooky effect. The real chaos starts now. Yeah, so I did print this out. I have 2 devices I'm filming, so I have no screens free. So I'm gonna do this one on my right hand here. And this is the one I'm gonna start with, because I think this one's gonna be way more difficult, so I'm gonna save this one for later. Hard to tell what's going on with the thumb. I think that might be a mummy, so I'll try to do something like that. So I'm gonna get out some colors for all these guys. Purple, pink, more pink. Very dark blue for the eyeball, more greens. There's a better red, black, white, more purple. One more new color, and then I also have this white builder gel that might be really nice for the eyeballs. All right, get all these colors out of the way here. We got our army of colors, and I'm gonna start putting them on my right hand. I'm just gonna put a coat of base coat on my nails. All right, so for the pinky, I think it's kind of like actually like a darker, like a pretty dark purple, and then with accents on top to kind of like highlight the fur or whatever it is on that monster. Yeah, this is probably closer to what I want there. It's like more of a, like a pinky purple on the pinky, a pinky purple on the pinky, you know, like pink, like this pink, just in terms of hue rather than like a more bluish purple, like this I'll use on the thumb. With these base colors, I think I'm just gonna go just a little bit down the nail, and then because the rest of the nail looks like the base should be black. So that background color seems very beige. I don't have a lot of beiges. Definitely not peach. I think I'm gonna mix my first color. So I'm gonna mix the white and this like taupe. It'd be a good color for the teeth too. I'll go just around the cuticle area with this. "7,000 coats later." So all of these kind of like fade down into black. So I'm gonna do black at the tips and then like in the middle where it does the mouth. So it actually goes kind of high up. Trust the process, guys. It's gonna look really cute. I promise. So it kind of goes up to the right a little bit, maybe. And I think the entire thumb is black as the base. Trying to make it really thin because I'm always worried about black polish not being able to cure all the way. Looking a little bit chaotic. I'm going to start with the pinky. Probably going to end up going in with the detailer brush for almost all of these. Let's start painting here. I have like a large eyeball in the middle, so I'm just kind of going around. And like that upper lip, all right, lower lip. Trying to leave plenty of room for teeth in there. And all his hairs on his chinny chin down here. I bet that's hard to see, but it's kind of, I think it's starting to look like something. So I'm gonna cure that. All right, so this later one will be a little bit more detail on the hair and the upper lip here. Too much on the brush. Those hairs, especially towards the bottom of the chin, do look a little bit like peachy orange, so I'm gonna get some of that too, just for some touches. We'll do our final little stuff in our really light pink here. All right, then a couple little orangey pink touches here. All right, and then I've got this builder gel for the eye. I'm hoping if I just slap this stuff right in the middle of this nail here, it'll kind of form a nice little circle for me, hopefully. Hey, look at that. Ugh. I gotta be quick with this, okay. It's made for sculpting, so I think it should cure all the way through. If it's not cured all the way in the middle, I do have like a soft gel tip and the top of it between me and it, so hot. It's very hot. All right, I think that pretty much worked. I think I did a little too much because it did bubble out a little bit there, but other than that, it looks really good. Do the teeth, take some of this builder gel out because I want them to be a little bit 3D as well. It's got like 4 big ones. Trying to not get a lot of the polish like opaque on these teeth because I want it to kind of look like there's a little bit of like tooth decay happening. I think if I make the polish really messy, it'll kind of look like that. Yeah, perfect. It's starting to look like something. It's got some clear. Now that I have a lot of the 3D elements, the teeth are kind of sticking up farther than the face. So I think I want to put a lip on there. So I'm gonna add like a shadow behind the teeth a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it with clear and then also maybe put a little bit more color on top. Because you can see in the picture like the face kind of comes around, and I might also do a round, and that might help with this little bubble that we got going on here. So more layers. It's gonna be like Polish Mountain by the time we get done with this.
Wow! Hashtag Polish Mountain.
All right, that's looking cool. Time for the builder gel. I'll have little Miss Piggy here help me out. So the timestamp's an hour and 20 minutes right now for this one nail. Not even done. Yeah, I think it looks great just with the clear added. So I'm just gonna add the little eyeball and then top coat this one little nail, and then I'll be done with my pinky. So I have 2 hands to do though. This is gonna take a while. Luckily for you guys, I can speed this up a little bit. So this one's a green eyeball. So I'll start with like a black circle, and then I'll like build the colors up on top of that. So it's gonna be black, and then I'll do little swipes of green. Kind of how I did like the monster fur and stuff. I'm gonna go through like 6 packages of lint-free wipes also. So I'll get a tool with a bigger dot on it. So this one's actually supposed to have like a pretty big iris on it. Cool. Okay, green. I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but I promise it looks really good. But I am going to top coat this one and just be done with it. So, you know what they say about big eyes? I don't know, probably nothing. Look at him though, he turned out so good. I'm going to try to do these a little bit faster, try and maybe batch some of these colors together here. It's kind of gray towards the bottom of the Yeti guy. We're going to do a lint-free wipe ombre. This one has a really big forehead. Down to the nose bridge there. That is way too big. Well, that did not work. Yeah, those should be the same size. Try again. No. All right. Still way too big. I waste so much builder gel on this. All right, let's do it one more time. I can do it. All right, that was definitely as close as I was gonna get it, so that's what it's gonna look like. Anyway, do a little bit more green on the palette and make like a middle green between these two colors. So this one's gonna have eyes that are like 2 different sizes, so that will be so much easier. I kind of outline that there. A little spiggy. And we'll take that lighter green. Go in and make some accents like where the forehead is, right down here, under the eyes and the lip area. Alright, so hot pink maybe for the nose, mixed with a little bit of something. Let's go with purple. Too purpley. This guy doesn't really look like he has that much like fur. I'll give some more dimension. Up here. And the horns are gonna come out like there-ish. Alright, that's way better. This one's very cross-eyed, so there. I'm gonna do teeth on this thing. It just has tiny little nubs, so I don't think we have to do them 3D because they are just kind of all over the place. This one's looking so creepy right now. I hope the eyelashes help a little bit. Way too big for an eye. Do a running count on like how many times I have waved the eyes away. Start it over. For this middle one, I actually want to build it around the eye. So I'm going to start with it. This HEMA-free builder gel gets hot. Teeth time. So this guy has 2 very big teeth and a massive tongue. Okay, making progress. Oh, I do need to do some more. I've had so many polishes out here, I can't find the shiny gold one. But yeah, I gotta do some more 3D stuff. Add some dimension to this guy. It looks a little crazy, but kind of cute. This one's looking straight ahead and the other one is looking very angled, which works with how these blobs are kind of pointing. All right, I'm going to top coat my pointer fingers, and then we've got officially 2 fingers done. I'm going to get this right hand done tonight at least. Maybe I'll do the rest tomorrow. Then we need blue for the blue eye. Those look creepy, but I love it. All right, need to get horns on this guy. What does this look like? Well, that's pretty close. He might just have the tiniest little horns. This is too hard. They kind of look like little eyebrows. All right. The middle one actually doesn't look terrible just as it is, but I'm gonna add all the 3D stuff. And for that, I'm actually gonna use polygel because there's a lot of sculpting that needs to be done. You can kind of see that there's like fur there. So I really need to build that up a lot, and I'm gonna use polygel. Start with like a little, get the bottom little lip going here. Make these teeth a little bit sharper. It's a very moist tongue. It's kind of starting to look like a ghost instead of a yeti. Try to make this tongue a little bit darker. So I think I'm just going to leave that, and he'll be a lumpy ghost. So it's about 4 hours for 4 nails so far, so I am not going to finish this set tonight. But yeah, I'm going to top coat these, and I will see you tomorrow. Alright, and it's the next day. So last night I had just finished this one hand, and I think it's looking so cute. My husband absolutely loves these. He works late, so he got home from work and he was just cracking up at these. Here's them like super close up. I don't love how all of the teeth turned out on some of them, but like if you look at them a little bit farther away, they look totally hilarious and perfect. This is what the thumb ended up looking like. I did this off camera earlier today. The eyeball turned out absolutely perfect on this one. I could not have done that any better than that. I was kind of still trying to go with the mummy thing, so I tried to put some like bandage looking wrap things is what those are supposed to be. I don't know if they look like that, but they do look a little creepy. Yeah, so I think they fit really nicely with the whole set. Yeah, they're cute. I like them. But yeah, I do have to do my right hand at some point tonight. Yeah, so I'll bring up that design. So it's, so the top nails look like they're all pretty much like gems of some sort. And then the bottom looks like it's all skeletons. I'm gonna do a little bit of a mix. But yeah, we've got a fun little monster party on the right hand. Let's get a little bit more gothic for the left hand. I'm gonna do polygel for the bones. But before I do that, I'm just gonna sketch out a plan with a detail brush. Because what I will always do is if I just start doing it, like these bones here will be huge, and then I'll take up like all of the nail, and then I have to make tiny, tiny little bones up here, and it just looks so weird. I do that with everything. I do that like if I'm writing a like bubble letters or something. Yeah, just gonna start by sketching that out. This is just a detailer brush that I took a scissors to, so it's only a couple of hairs. The first of like the finger bones starts maybe a third of the way up, and it goes to maybe half. Maybe I'll start with the thumb. Oh, but the side ones need to be shorter. Like on the picture, it's like the middle one's the longest, and then, dang it. And then I'm just gonna do the hand bones with the wrist bones. So, and this one's big. And like 4 little ones. Kind of like that. And then there's like that. All right, and then just, I guess I'm just gonna like slap some polygel on here. Just a little bit, and then I'll try and like form it into different bones from here. I did way too many bones at a time. They keep wanting to like fret out. Yeah. Do the next bone. This like silicone thing is working great. Sweet. All right, we're most of the way done with this skeleton hand. It's looking really good. This is taking so long though. I'm really glad I'm only doing 2 nails with the bone design because this is almost worse than the monsters, but it's looking really cool. Time for these bones down here. The wrist bones. Your wrist bones connected to your finger bones. Your finger bones connected to your other finger bones. There's like a couple little spots like right in here where the polygel got a little bit messy. So I'm gonna clean those up with some black polish and then put a top coat on. I love that nail. It looks so cool. All right, and then I'm gonna just get the skull out of the way too. So I'm gonna put probably a big glob of polygel. So I'm gonna kind of do this in layers, I think. This is my first time ever sculpting a skull, so hopefully this looks like something when I'm done with it. Oh, the nose has a hole in it too, doesn't it? All right, that's something. So then I'm gonna kind of build on top of that, the nose bridge and like the top. All right, it's looking like a skull. It's gonna do like the back part of the head. Here's how we're looking so far. I'm gonna do the rose next because I need something quick and easy. So that is just gonna be out of this rose mold here. I'm gonna pick one. And I'm not gonna do the extra leaves and stuff around it. My plan is to paint a little bit on the inside and then fill the rest up with builder gel. And hopefully that looks really cool. I'm gonna start with a light red on the petals and do a couple of different layers for it so that it kind of looks like it has shadows like that picture does. Starting with the lighter red. And while that's curing, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my pinky, which is just gonna be a couple of gems. So I saw this method from Long Hair Pretty Nails first. I'm gonna just take a little bit of the gel you're using for gems. I'm just using this Extend gel, and then you put top coat right over top. Get my trusty dusty gem picker. And I'm going to do something similar for the pointer, except maybe with a few more. And I'm going to mix in a couple of these dark red ones also. Could mix my builder gel with black, make a little bit of a tinted gel. Don't want to make it too tinted that it won't cure, but this seems pretty good. Just gonna wipe that off and pull it out. Neat. Oh, that turned out so cool. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Here it is. If I get up real close. All right, I'm just gonna snip off some of the extra. All right, so that's gonna go there. Perfect. Cool. All right, that's looking so cool. I might draw some leaves in green around it just so it's really clear that it's a rose, but really liking it. I'm gonna put some gems around it. All right, and then this is gonna be completely unnecessary, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a background like that moon. I made a little moon to go with the design. Maybe if I hold it up closer, it'll look a little bit bigger, but what do you think? Pretty close, I think. All right, we got a fun little monster party on the right, and then these gothic nails on the left. I think these are both super fun, and I'm really excited to wear these around for October. I think I do like the monster nails a little bit better, so let me know what you guys think. But yeah, if you liked this nightmare fuel, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, subscribe if you dare. This guy will be watching you. And thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Boogly boogly. You know what's scarier than these nails?